I don't wanna talk about it.
I got the hot water heat.
It's water heat in the
radiator.
So basically, so I put that, but put that on the side. That's the immediate thing for me. Literally telling her last night, I was sick last night, this and that. I go, I need to get over to your house. I go, and I didn't realize how cold it is. I go, your house, you got to take care of it. But the big story is something different. And the reality of this is, she was supposed to sign over the house to me. I refurbished the house, was fixing all the stuff. My sisters told her to sell it as is for like 70 grand. I go, Mom, you don't really have that much work to do in the house. We put in some hardwood floors, me and I, we did the house from top to bottom, cleaned it, whatever, this and that. When push came to shove, she decided not to sign the house over to me. So I told her, Mom, I put all my money in. I made $100,000 2 years in a row. I put it all into refurbishing the house. It's like a $250,000 house. My credit's going to shit because I can't work.
Yep.
Da 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 da. You need to sign the house. For some reason, she refused to do it. Don't know why. That's besides the point. But bottom line is, the fucker got pissed at me at City Hall, and they started to fine her $250 a day.
For what?
For something that would have took one afternoon to fix. But I told her I can't fix it until she's taken care of the paperwork because she's leaving me hanging, and everybody is telling me
What has to be fixed?
just the deck finished, and it's all there. It can be done in hours. So I'm holding over.
No, I mean exterior work.
Yeah, an exterior deck. Basically, that's it. Sealed up. The house can be sold, and the pipes fixed, and the house can be sold. But she rolled it to a thing.
But the thing at City Hall, somebody had to put a complaint in City Hall for this inspector to go there.
Sure. That's besides. That happened years ago because of a thing and whatever, and it started as a weed thing and whatever, and then Tim Iraq got a little hard on and decided to fuck with me. And this escalated a couple weeks because I was turning onto Indiana Avenue the day before it officially opened. He's blocking me in his big white fucking pickup truck, looking at me.
Blocking?
Tim Iraq. Okay? And what does he go to me?
Tim's
The road's fucking closed. And I just look at him, and I have a passenger in my car. I had to drop off there. I go like this. He pulls out. I go back. There's a huge pile of paperwork in the fucking mail. I didn't even look at it. I go, you gotta go fucking take care of this time. And the bottom line is, this is about 2 weeks ago. So I've been telling her, this has to be taken care of again. It's going to be up to about $250,000 or more than what you owe the city now. Because he's vindictive on this whole shit.
So what does the city say you owe?
Tell him what you just did this week to make this a major issue. It's not, the city says we owe way more than the house says. But that's not the problem. She lied to me all week and didn't tell me as I'm begging her. It's not my house anymore, and she has to take care of it, and I have other family members, and it's bankrupting me. I can't take care of anything, and it keeps on fucking bankrupting me when I take care of it. So
So Eddie, so your other children that's complaining, let's say about Mike, are they stepping forward to buy the house or anything? Then they shouldn't open their mouths. And then you have to talk to the city to explain your health, you haven't been able to do it, whatever. I know there's a person on Folger Court, that place has to be 1,000 times worse than your house, and they haven't gotten a fine.
But here's the thing, Jerry. Here's where she escalates this, and it's the same thing. This is why brunettes went down. She can't tell my dad the truth ever because my dad gets mad. So she makes all the executive decisions. What did you do 5 days ago?
You had a wild party?
What she did wasn't bad, but the fact that she didn't tell me was and caused this. What she did was good. But lying to me and not telling me when I sat here all day, it's the same thing.
Your family
this is
isn't
why
any
brunettes
different than
went
mine.
down.
I've got
Right.
brothers that are assholes.
She can't tell my
I
dad
got a
the
sister
truth
that's a
ever.
bitch.
My dad gets mad. So she makes all the
And they've done the same shit to me,
What did you do
and they've
5
done
days
other
ago?
stuff, you know, don't worry about it, number
It's
one.
not going to be a big deal.
Number
It just-
one, you have to approach the city, see what they waive, yes, you got.
They already said they would.
Okay.
And then she didn't tell me, but they told her she has to sell the house within 30 days. So I'm pressuring her to set it. They said they would waive it if she sold the house in 30 days.
Okay.
Perfect, right? I want the fucking thing gone. And whatever, because she's never going to give it to me. And get it out of here.
Now, you don't wanna give the house to Mike, yes or no?
I want to give him half of the house, yes. Whatever I get, I'm giving him half. But I will pay you for the work you couldn't
What's
help
the
me
other,
with right
what's
now.
the other half?
I don't know how much. We have to get an appraiser to see how much it's worth.
I don't want any of it, Jerry.
Oh,
I don't want
Oh,
any of it.
Okay, Addie, here I'll tell you. My mother, she passed away at 92. When she was about 90 years old, 89, I told her my brother Donnie was on the farm. He left college. He was going to be a veterinarian. My dad needed him. He left college. He was an honor student. He was an A student. He was going to be a vet. He came home to help on the farm. Well, I got a couple brothers. They bitched because my mother gave him everything. Big deal. He spent 40 years on the farm. He was there for her.
Yeah.
For her needs.
yes, right.
You know, if they're jealous because, and my older brother's done everything possible. He's called OSHA. He called the sheriff department on him. He's called federal government, get his books audited. He got the state audited. Well, told my older brother, come here, do the shit to me. I'll knock you on your ass. Don't mess with me. So if it's, that's the last one. So if there's other kids, if they're jealous, that's their own problem. If you give it to Mike, this is your choice.
Yes.
I don't, Jerry, it's not a point of the giving right now at that point. It's the point where
You can have it, Addie. You can sell the house to somebody. They fix it up. You have the option to buy it back in X amount of time and pay for the improvements you made on the house. You get the city off your back. You get your family members off the back.
My family members aren't on my back.
she did this all on her own because she was worried I'd get mad to her. So she literally, going into COVID, sat in the window at my sister's house, had my sister tell her I wasn't there, and she refused to go over to the bank and to arrange to sign it over. That was going into COVID. And she watched as my credit rating went down to 0 because I couldn't drive or anything. And I put all my money, I made $100,000 2 years in a row and put it all into the house.
So, what do you want to do, Addie? What's going to make you happy?
Sell the house.
To sell the house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
then sell the house. Now, what do you need? An appraisal? Okay, I'll talk to Chris Shane. He knows appraisals. He's works with realtors, whatever. They'll get you a fair value price, what you think it's worth.
Okay. I guess that's what I need is fair value price.
Okay.
Anything.
Anything.
Okay.
It needs to just be gone. It's not my house, it's
When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home.
You don't worry about it. I don't worry about nothing. I just take care of all my good family members and everybody else. I have no problems.
But she knew she had to sell it within 30 days. And
Yes.
she still wasn't telling me.
Hang on. Hang on. Oh. So you warm enough up here? Hey, I need your little help. I have an old customer, good friend. She has a house, and she needs an appraisal, and she has to get rid of it in 30 days. Because the city's she hasn't lived there in years. The city's, put it this way, the city practiced discrimination, you know it, and they pick on her. And she's gotten fines from the city, and there's probably 5,000 homes that have a hell of a lot more violations, and they never get a letter. So she needs a fair appraisal of the house, and to see who would you sell it with at a fair market price within 30 days as is.
Mm-hmm.
The heat wasn't on and a water pipe broke. It's hot water heat. You can't do what? Sell as is? No, but you know appraisers, right? Or talk to your realtor who you enjoy working with. And if you want, we will look at the house and, okay, just let me know. Okay, bye. Okay, he can't do appraisals. He doesn't have that thing, but realtors don't have appraisals.
I know nothing about this other than the fact that
I get a letter all the time. We want to buy your house as is.
You know what he called me? He called me, I was a Madeline, somebody named Madeline. I was a rich bitch, Madeline.
Oh,
who called
who
you
called
that?
you that?
The city appraiser did.
The city appraiser. Number one, he can't do that. Number two, you can call him a cocksucker then.
Who called you that?
Somebody told me that.
What do you mean somebody told you?
I was,
Be honest, Mom.
I'm trying to be
once.
Michael,
But
and I
just let
get a
her
lot of
think.
shit.
Mm.
But that was what he more or less said.
I spent 6 hours this morning lettering her, I think. That's what I call
When you think of it, who told you that, called you Madeline, they have no right to do that. That's like calling somebody a racial bastard.
Jerry, when I knew I had to go over fix the pipes, I spent since last night talking to her and trying to get her to be truthful with me. And they burst within a couple
She
of
doesn't want to give you the headaches. Those
Yes.
are nice pants.
either way around
Afford
it.
those.
But bottom line is, Mom, that's neither here nor there right now. The whole point is, yeah, they were fucking with you. That isn't a question of it, okay? That's a fact. We know that. And I was handling that end of it, but you decided to do exactly what you did to Dad. Every single decision that was made, and you didn't tell
the
me.
city is treating you the way they treated Don Sweeto from D&M Plumbing. He donated so much to the city, and he had people that owed him over $1 million, and he didn't have the money to pay bills, so he filed foreclosure. Big write-up in the press, a crucifixion. Wait a minute, everything that he did? What do you think it did?
It is literally what they're doing, because the mayor's former secretary lives in the thing next door, and a former fucking fire chief owns that thing, and they're the ones that originally did this over some weed. And whenever it comes, I go, what fucking weed is? He goes, I don't know what weed is this, but I had to rip up the whole yard from that. And then while he was there, then all of a sudden he looked at the deck she had for years and go, this isn't built right, this has to be rebuilt. So then I rebuilt the deck, and as soon as I fixed the deck, he comes right when I finish it, because she called him that I finished it, and he comes, you just built the deck without a permit? I go, no, I just rebuilt it.
Replaced what?
I replaced the rotten wood, and he goes, you have to tear it down right now. So I literally had to tear it down that day, and that was 3 years ago, and I've been battling off because I go off and on, and I stopped work because I was being scapegoated by my entire family on this and villainized because she wasn't being truthful, and whatever.
But if it costs under $600, you don't have to get a permit.
Jerry,
But you're not.
that's not the question. They were purposely fucking with this. That's not a question.
Right.
They were on every step. And literally, I even had cops parked outside when it was deadline time for me to be working after hours kind of shit. You know what I mean? They literally were putting screws on big time.
That's
They
City
want her
Hall.
house gone. And I can fight that, but I can't when she's not telling me the truth.
Yeah, tell her everything.
And literally, she was lying to me for the past.
Do you have an attorney?
I'm not involved in this
I'm
anymore.
I know. Do you have an attorney at all?
No.
Maybe for $1,000 or $2,000. You have an attorney. The City Hall deals with an attorney. They have a different face.
I know. But I mean, I appreciate Jerry. But the bottom line is, she's wasn't even going to tell me that she had a 30-day deadline.
So when's the deadline up?
December 30th.
December 30th?
How
Oh, so
can that-
end of the month. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
it's not, not that it, like, I talked to Laura Henning, and she said it's not that it has to be sold by December 30th, but I have to have a sign up and a realtor assigned to sell it, you know, by the end of
Okay.
December. And
That-
then,
that's
but
that's-
it has to be, and I call her when I get the realtor to let her know
No,
that I got
who-
the realtor.
Who told you this?
Laura Henning. I talked to Laura Henning.
Who's that? The county treasurer?
Yeah.
Does she give you a letter for that?
Did she send me a letter?
Yeah. To anything in writing?
Yeah, I know. I got a letter from the whatchamajigger from the thing saying that call Laura Henning.
Okay, you have that in writing.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll go and talk to Laura Henning at the county treasurer.
Okay, because I've talked to her several times, and she's the one who gave me the, the go ahead to say, you know, put it on the market, and I'll, you know.
Okay. Are the taxes all paid out?
No, they're not.
I had paid them up current, and then I let them lapse because
For this year, they're not paid.
they're
for
3
last
years
year?
behind now because I quit paying on them. I paid a ton of money on them. I paid off all their back taxes. It was a lot of money, and then it got cleared up. But when she wasn't taking care of it and she's lying to my sisters, I told her I'm not going to do that anymore because I can't. And the reason I couldn't come over and help you, Jerry, I'm driving day to day just to save my life and not be homeless. And she's
So
throwing me down the
if you
sewer.
want, it should be notarized. If you want, I'll go to the county courthouse with you. Talk to Laura Henning. I'll ask her to put it in writing what you have to do.
Well, she talked to me on. She told me what I had to do on the phone. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you didn't
but-
tell me
but-
the truth
but-
even until Jerry just
but-
talked to you.
Maybe tomorrow. It's gonna be a little warmer. We'll go to the courthouse, and Mike can come along. Whatever. I don't care if you want me to. We'll talk to her face to face. Ask her to have it in writing. You need it for the city. This shit. She talked to somebody at the city. They talked to somebody at the city. Oh, and you go to court. Oh, I don't remember that. No, get it in writing. I went through this in my first divorce, where my ex's name was on the taxes. My attorney told me not to pay the taxes. My ex is liable for half of it, so I didn't pay him. Well, my divorce settlement was 7.5 years. The taxes weren't paid. They started foreclosure on me. My dad was pissed because my name wasn't on there. I did what my attorney told me to do. Don't pay your taxes. Your ex is alive. She didn't pay a dime. And then you get all the interest, and that's what crucifies you. So anyways, if you want to go tomorrow morning, we go tomorrow morning. Then you get a good night's rest. All right?
Thank you.
So you tell me what time is good. Friday, I have to leave for Texas. So I'm going to be gone like almost 2 weeks.
Okay. Anytime tomorrow morning I can be ready.
9 o'clock good?
9 o'clock's fine.
The sun's a little warmer by 9.
I'll be ready at 9.
Okay, we'll
Okay.
do it at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So, now my grandmother said take a shot of blackberry brandy and you'll feel better.
Yeah, right.
Got cold hands?
No.
Nervous?
Oh yeah.
Remember, life is good. You only live it once. Okay,
And nothing is as bad as. Honestly, I'm glad all this
so
happened right
3
now.
years.
So it
I
can
think
get solved.
3 years they can't foreclose on you yet. It has to be 5.
I'm not worried about that at
So
all,
you can
Jerry.
make payments on it.
Not worried about that. I just want the house gone. I don't ever want to see it again.
So